I hope
Oregon,
some way somehow Clemson and Oregon gets a bowl game. We're going to that bowl game.
we're going to it. Let it be the
watch
Idaho Potato Bowl. I'm going.
Let the heavens put it in play.
I want to go ahead and move on to the Clemson. Are they a legit top 10 team? They did struggle against Syracuse last week. I even told my wife, I said, I'm sorry. I know you went to Syracuse, but if we're storming the field because we beat Syracuse, who was really not, I mean, they're a good team. Do I think they were top 10 or top 15 worthy? Probably not, but they're a legit threat to somebody like Florida State who's going to lose against them. But the thing is Clemson themselves are very suspect, you know what I'm saying? And to storm the field because you beat Clemson tells me that you're down bad right now. Key, we'll go ahead and start with you. Is Clemson a legit top 10 team?
I mean, let me see. What's their record?
Undefeated.
They're
They are-
undefeated
oh,
and they
6-1.
are number
I'm sorry.
5th in the country.
No, they undefeated. Oh, that's right. They're 5. I think they're top 10. They should be. They're 8-0. They undefeated for a reason. I know over Syracuse. But I mean, if they're undefeated, why not? They should be top 10. I know they do have a good defensive line. But I think they are top 10. 8-0. Where are you going to put them at 8-0 if not top 10?
I mean, it's a good enough reason. Manny, you live up there by Syracuse. Should they have stormed the field?
I literally live in Syracuse, but anyway, though, he talking about something. You live up there by Syracuse, but
I'm talking about the college.
You talking about the college? All right, that makes sense. Clemson, I think they're a top 10 team. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I mean, they top 10 for a reason. Like, they always show up when it matters most. They're literally like Bryce Young. He always shows up when it matters most. That's what Clemson does, and that's what teams like Clemson are in the playoffs. They show up when it matters most, and that's why they're more built for the playoffs than several other teams in the past, like Cincinnati. You only see them like once in the blue moon in the playoffs. And I don't know how they got it last year. They just cupcake schedule, went in there and just you know what happened in the playoffs. But I mean, I just feel like Clemson, they're all around a good team.
Yep.
Brian Breesy got to step up though. He got to step up.
Brian Breesy's been going through some stuff, man. His sister.
I know he's got injuries and whatnot. I get it, but you still got to like get to the quarterback a little bit more in terms of pressures. And like at some point, just do that once. Like I get the injury and whatnot, but you going out there and playing, there's no excuses for you. It's like every other player. If you go out there and play, you hurt, no excuses. You chose that decision, or someone in the medical staff chose that decision. It's not like the Tua situation, but let me not get on the tangent here. But I just feel like Clemson. Like all around, that team is just built different. And when it comes to the playoff time, they show up when it matters most. And I think if you give the ball to Will Shipley in the clutch seconds of the game, he wins you the game. It's just about getting him the ball on time and DJ stepping up when it matters most. But they benched him, so we'll see how the other quarterback looks. I always forget his name.
You're talking about hold on.
You know what I'm talking about, yeah.
I had his name on the tip of my tongue, man.
Fishing about to get to him.
Yeah, he's about to body me. Like, oh, his name is. I know his name. Why can't I think of it? So while I'm thinking of it, what was your thoughts, man? Are they top 10?
I mean, pretty much like he said, they are 8-0. You absolutely have to give them the respect of them being top 10. But much like Utah, I have the I have the top 10 pull up. I want to go through who you would rather take. So starting off with number 1, Georgia.
K. Klubnik. Sorry.
Yeah, Klubnik.
So kind of like what we did with Utah, I'm gonna go through the top 10 and just be like, are you taking Clemson there, or are you taking the person there? So number 1, Georgia.
Hell no.
Okay, so it's either a Georgia or a Clemson, Manny. It's not that hard.
I just said hell no.
That's
You get
not
what I
a
mean?
Georgia or a Clemson. Reading is fundamental.
Oh.
Alrighty, so we can all agree Georgia beats the break off of Clemson.
Yeah.
Ohio
Absolutely.
State.
Yes.
OU. All day.
Tennessee.
Yes.
Yep.
Michigan.
I don't know. That one's close.
That's a
So
toss
would you
up.
put Clemson at number 4 above Michigan?
I'm gonna still say Michigan better. I'm gonna still say Michigan.
I think Michigan's better because of their ground game is more lethal to me. But
Okay. Number 6, Alabama.
Yeah. I think Bama's better.
oh yeah, Bama beats the brakes off of them, bro.
Yeah, because
Okay.
you got to contain that offense. I don't know how they're gonna do that for 4 quarters straight.
Okay. Number 7, this one's interesting. TCU.
I think
TCU beats them.
I think
think so,
TCU isn't all around better.
That would be a good bowl game.
I think TCU would beat Clemson. Yes. Number 8, Oregon.
Yes.
Clemson's better.
Oregon's better.
You just saying. Get that
What?
hate out your heart
Okay,
for Bo
wait,
Nix.
wait,
Get that
wait.
hate out your heart.
Wait.
him, bro. I don't.
Wait a second.
Boy.
UCLA beat Utah, who all of us like Utah.
Yeah.
I didn't like him.
Do you think UCLA beats Clemson?
UCLA, I don't think they beat Clemson. Like, you got to step up when it matters most, bro. If Utah, no, not even Utah. How am I losing the team that they just placed? Oregon. If Oregon just put up that many points against you, imagine what Clemson would do to you. And they're a better football team, bro.
I think Oregon and UCLA beat them. What do you think?
Ducks.
That's what I'm saying.
Give me the Ducks against Clemson. Number 9, the fake Cowboys, Oklahoma State.
Say that again.
All day Clemson, bro. It's not even a question.
I would have to agree with Clemson would beat
Oklahoma
Oklahoma
State
State.
is broads, bro. These some broads. Oklahoma State.
Interesting because you've got 2, which is really dumb, 2 teams tied in the top 10. So the first one, USC.
No, they don't
I'd say
beat USC.
Clemson.
They don't
Clemson.
beat. They don't
Clemson
beat
doesn't
USC.
I
Or
pick
no, Clemson doesn't beat USC.
Okay.
They beat the brakes off of Clemson.
Cap.
I'm calling it right now.
Cap. No.
And then the second one, which we saw this matchup, but in the rematch, Wake Forest or Clemson?
Wake Forest.
Clemson.
I gotta go.
Wake Forest.
In the playoffs? Oh my goodness, Clemson all day, bro. What are you talking about?
I gotta agree with Fish, and Clemson would be a 4th blowout seed.
Bro,
or fourth
you are
seed blowout.
hating on Clemson.
You hating on Bo Nix? Is what
I'm
we
not.
do. If you
I
switch
gave
to
him
Geico, you can save 15% of
Oh
his
my
insurance.
God.
I gave that man his
Pull up the
flowers.
receipts,
Why do we keep bringing this up, bro?
because receipts are important.
Nah, bro.
Otherwise,
Stop
you're gonna end up looking like the ops, bro.
I'm tired of Bo Nix, bro. I'm tired.
So
of that.
it's a mixed bag. Could they be? I don't know. So, all right. What do we?
If we weren't going off of win-loss record, I would put Clemson at 8, Oregon in front of them. So
You take Florida
Alabama
over Clemson?
5, TCU 6, Oregon 7, Clemson 8. That's how I would change the top 10. If we weren't going off of solely the fact that they are 8-0. Zach, I would not take Florida over Clemson, bro. I would not watch that game.
Why is Oregon better than Clemson?
Why is Oregon better than Clemson?
Yeah,
Because
why do you
Clemson is a
guys-
very suspect team. Again, you literally just benched your starting quarterback.
Okay.
Why are you taking Clemson over Oregon? Let me ask you that.
Why
Let me
would
answer
I
your
take
question?
Clemson over
Let me answer
Oregon?
your question with a question of my own.
Okay. They are a better football team. Because
I disagree.
I thought he had another question again. My bad. They are a better football team when it comes down to the clutch, bro. This is what I'm talking about. Clemson is one of those types of teams that can rattle Bo Nix, bro. And this is speaking from
That
Auburn
secondary
fan.
has been suspect
No.
for weeks.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Okay,
I get it.
hold
I
up.
get it. They have been suspect, bro, but they can definitely rattle this man. Like it
Hold
only
up.
takes one.
That's what we said
hit,
about
bro.
UCLA, who had a
One
very
nigga
good
gets-
defense.
UCLA, we talked about their secondary.
This
It
is how
wasn't
the
both sides of
stitches are going to
game.
come out my mouth. If I just
That-
start
that's
bleeding,
where
ignore it.
It's 2 sides of the football field. You got the secondary and you have the defensive line, that front seven. That secondary and front seven for Clemson is good, bro. They're gonna rattle this man. Bro.
Hold
I
up,
shouldn't
hold
even
up,
ask this
though.
question because I already know this answer. But who are you taking, DJU or Bo Nix? Right now to start an NFL team.
Oh, Nix.
Okay, so then they have the better quarterback.
Yeah, but that's not that. There's a whole team. It's called.
I know they are, but I would argue that they probably have the better defense as well, because that secondary, Bo Nix is not going to fall for that weak secondary, bro.
Right.
I said earlier in this season, I was one of the people that said Clemson had a good defense, and week after week they have slowly failed me, bro.
And what do they do? What do they do in the second half?
Hold up, though. Let me get.
They always perform when it matters most. That's what I love about Clemson, bro. I love teams that just show and prove the fact that they can step up when it matters most and win the game. And that's what Clemson could do.
Hold up, though.
And Oregon can't. Okay.
Clemson was getting their butt kicked by Syracuse in the first half of the game. Can we all admit that?
And what
And
happened
NC
in the
State.
second
And
half,
NC
bro?
State.
But I'm getting
the second
And
half.
Wake Forest.
I'm getting to my point. Wake Forest took them to overtime, and they lost.
NC State was beating the dog out of them.
But hold up,
Who won the game?
Hold up, though, man. Let me get through my point. Syracuse was playing them real tight in the first half, right? In the second half, if they just would have stuck with the game plan and Schrader wouldn't have thrown that weak pass at the end for an interception, we might have been talking about this completely different.
Bo Nix can do the same thing, bro.
But hold up, though.
Trust me, bro.
If Florida State goes and beats the dog crap out of Syracuse, would we be saying the same thing for Clemson this week?
That's a if. Is that?
But you got to consider the whole world, though.
That's
Yeah,
why we
but
call it a
that's a
hypothetical
if.
question.
Well, yeah, that's an if.
Would you feel differently?
No.
I know. I'm saying if they do. If they
do, then yeah, you're right. But my point is here, the fact that you say that Oregon, and you said Oregon will beat the brakes out of Clemson, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
What? Oh my goodness, bro. It's two.
Why wouldn't they?
halves. It's two halves in the game, bro. You have to play each half, or not each half, each quarter. Each quarter, you have to play each quarter. And Clemson always steps up when they matters most, bro.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you the last question, then we'll move on because we got a couple other
Besides the
topics.
Georgia game, what game did Oregon not look dominant in?
But hold up, though. Let me ask this last question. UCLA, if they would have beat Oregon this weekend, no matter their score, would you say that they're better than Clemson?
No.
Even though they didn't lose this year yet. Weren't they undefeated before this game, right?
UCLA was undefeated before this game, yes, and shout out to
I
Pops
still
because he
don't
picked
think they would
UCLA
beat
over
Clemson.
Utah. He wanted me to mention that.
Okay.
And it, like literally what Vic said, that coaching Dabo Sweeney, even if Oregon had a huge lead, and I'm saying this right now, bro, even if Oregon had a good lead like Syracuse did against Clemson at halftime, I guarantee you Dabo Sweeney still comes back and nail it, bro, because he's so good at adjustments, bro. That's one thing that you have to give this man. His adjustments are so good. He always times it right, and that's why they beat this team, bro.
Okay. But we are looking at a first-year head coach bringing his team at the number 8 spot in the country.
That's cool. But you
Okay.
Clemson's offense isn't even ranked in the top 15. Bo Nix just threw for 5 touchdowns last week.
I hope Oregon. I hope
I hope
Oregon,
some way somehow Clemson and Oregon gets a bowl game. We're going to that bowl game.
we're going to it. Let it be the Idaho Potato Bowl. I'm going.
Let the heavens put it in play. Put Oregon and Clemson in a bowl game. We're all going to it.